Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Aga. How are you guys? I hope you are in a good condition. In today's video, we are going to talk about one of the most frequently asked job interview questions. Tell me about a time when you made a mistake. Have you faced such interview question? Today, I'll walk you through why employers ask this type of question, how to craft a strong and confident response, and what common pitfalls to avoid when answering this question. If you have any question or thoughts, feel free to leave them in comment section below. So let's get started. Today, what will you learn from my video? First, you will understand about the real purpose behind this question, why interviewers ask this type of question, and what they really try to learn about you. After that, you will learn how to choose the right example. Try to pick a mistake that is honest but not damaging your professionalism. Okay? And after that, you will learn about the best way to avoid the most common traps and errors. You know what to say. And after that, you will learn the best way to apply a simple answer structure. Today, I'm going to talk about star plus reflection method. And after that, you will learn the best way to deliver the answer with a confident and honest response. You know, why interviewers ask you this type of question? First, they would like to know, they want to assess your self-awareness and accountability. They want to know if you can recognize your mistakes in the past, and after that, you take ownership, you take responsibility for them instead of blaming people around you. After that, they want to evaluate how you handle challenges or this type of failure. Your response reveals whether you panic, hide, or face mistakes constructively when things go wrong. They want to understand your learning ability, and your growth mindset. A lot of people, after making mistakes, they will stop doing anything. Okay. And after that, they want to learn about you, seeing how honest and responsible you are under the circumstances, under pressure. This question tests your integrity. So, after you know about the importance of this question, you have to realize that there are some pitfalls you have to avoid. First, never say, I've never made a mistake. Sounds unrealistic. Okay. Lacking self-awareness. So, you don't know you already made a lot of mistakes in the past. You know, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. This is not about what you made. It's about self-awareness, how you handle them, and the reflection, what you learn from the experience. Second one, stop blaming others without taking responsibility. Interviewers would like to see your accountability and maturity. So don't blame others. Okay, you understand me? After that, try to choose a serious or job ending mistakes. You have to choose an example of one of mistake that you made in the past that resulted major consequences. Okay. You can choose now. You can imagine about recoverable mistakes that still shows your ability to grow, to take corrective actions, and the result after you make correction. Then The fourth one, stop giving a vague or unrelated story. Generic story, off-topic story, both of them don't demonstrate your ability to reflect or improve. You have to give a clear, relevant, and aligned answer with the skills, with the skill sets the employers is interviewing you for. After that, about skipping the what you learn part. So this is why today I'm inviting you to learn about STAR plus reflection method. STAR method, in my opinion, is not enough because they want to know about the real mistake you did in the past. So it's more than just STAR method. STAR plus reflection. It's easier for you to understand through my examples I provide right after this. Okay. You have to show about how improvement, you have to show the improvement itself and your willingness to develop yourself from your mistakes, from your past experiences. Now, talking about giving strong, effective answer, I here I propose effective answer structure. This is about STAR plus reflection method. Have you heard about STAR method, guys? STAR method is a structured approach used commonly to answer all type of behavioral interview questions. It's possible for you to use this STAR method to give clear and effective answer. Because here you can compile a story by focusing on specific experiences and highlight your skills in action. STAR here stands for as situation. Give or describe about the situation, the condition, the context at the time. After that, about the T is about task. At the time, you have to explain about your role and your goals at the time. And after that, about the action. Because here in this type of question, they really want to know about the mistake you made. So in this action element, you can give information about what happened, what mistake happened, and what did you do next to overcome the mistake. R stands for result. It's about what was the outcome. You have to share about positive results, even if the result wasn't perfect enough. And after that, you have to give additional statements to show the reflection. This is about what you learned and how you improved. You have to explain the experience taught you and what changes you've made to avoid repeating mistakes in the future. To make you understand, to make it simpler, I provide you some example here. I provide example for freshers, for fresh graduate, video for experienced professional is going to be the next video I upload. So be patient, guys. Here, I give you a data. For example, you're still a fresher and have no experience, work experience, but you have some internship experience as hardware engineering intern, and you are applying for a job, you are interviewing for junior hardware engineering, engineer position at Huawei Technologies. You may answer this type of question like this. During my internship at Samsung Electronics as a hardware engineering intern, I was assigned to assist a team working on optimizing a mobile chipset design. One of my tasks involved modifying circuit diagrams before they were reviewed by senior engineers. Due to my eagerness to contribute quickly, I overlooked a minor voltage tolerance error in one of the subcomponents. This mistake was identified during the simulation phase. causing a brief delay in the testing schedule. I immediately took full responsibility, analyzed the issue, corrected the schematic, and collaborated closely with the quality assurance team to ensure no further disruptions. As a result, the team appreciated my accountability and swift action, and the revised design ultimately contributed to a 10% reduction in power consumption. This experience taught me the importance of precision and cross verification, especially in high impact engineering environments. Since then, I have adopted a more thorough checklist system and always seek peer feedback before submitting critical work. Can you feel it, guys? About the STAR method part and the reflection part? Okay, you may pause this video after this because here I want to invite you. Let's break down the example into STAR reflection component. You may pause this video for a while, give it a try, rehearse aloud in your own way based on your professional experience. Here, try to imagine one of event in the past that you made mistake, and then try to replace the STAR reflection component here. Situation: during my internship at Samsung Electronics as a hardware engineering intern, I was assigned to assist a team working on optimizing on mobile chipset design. Now imagine about situation in the past that you have so far. Okay, and after that, try to mention one of the tasks given to you in the past. Understand? After that, try to mention some actions you took. Here, the example, due to my eagerness, blah, 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 blah. After that, what about the result? The team appreciated my accountability and swift action, and the revised design ultimately contributed to 10% reduction in power consumption. Now imagine your personal experience in the past, and then it's okay for you to mention some numbers, percentage, money, growth, and don't forget, in this example, I highlight the condition that the mistake happened during, yes, simulation phase. So here, this is one of the many tricks that I put here. Simulation phase. So you should just like, okay, this is normal for someone to make mistake. But here in simulation phase, okay, interviewers will think that that's not critical or crucial mistakes that might affect the business of the company. Yes, that's the key. Now imagine yours, guys. To make it easier for you, let's move to the next example. This is example number 2. For example, you are still a fresher, graduated from master degree from business administration major, have no work experience, but already got some internship experience as strategic planning intern. Now you are interviewing for a job as management trainee at Mitsubishi Corporation. You may answer your question or the question like this. During my internship at Toyota Motor Corporation as a strategic planning intern, I was taken with conducting market research and contributing to the development of a market entry strategy for Southeast Asia. In the early phase of the project, I misinterpreted a key regional regulation due to relying on outdated Scandi resources. This led to an initial recommendation that, while innovative, failed to align with the current legal environment in one target country. Once the discrepancy was identified during a team review, I immediately acknowledged the mistake, consulted with legal experts, and revised the proposal based on accurate, up-to-date data. I also presented a revised timeline to ensure the team stayed on track. As a result, the corrective strategy was refined and eventually adopted as a pilot proposal by Toyota's regional office. This experience taught me the critical importance of validating sources and cross-referencing information, especially when dealing with international regulations. Since then, I have become much more rigorous in verifying data and now incorporate a verification checklist into all of my planning work. Here, I mentioned about self-awareness of mistake during a team review. The first example is during simulation phase. And the second example is during a team review. Now imagine, do you have any past experience related to this example, guys? Something happened and you realized it during a team review in the past. Now, you may pause this video for a while, rehearse aloud. Here, I show you the breakdown of the example with STAR reflection. Say it out loud in your own way based on your professional experience, and after that, try to replace every single elements here from the STAR. And after that, try to tailor the sentences into a very strong answer to this question. Don't forget, the worst example, you may apply some example or some mistakes that happen during the simulation phase, or you use the example number 2. Mistakes happen before launching, for example, or discovered during team review. Okay, you can feel me, and after that, try. After you tailor the answer, try to rehearse aloud. Okay, practice it in your own version and still with confidence. Okay, let me give you some bonus tips for a great answer, guys. First, choose a real but recoverable mistakes. It's okay for you to mention real mistake, but it's still recoverable. You have to avoid mistakes that make you seem careless or incompetent because it's related with the position you are interviewing for. Try to pick up a situation where you made an error, but you were able to fix it and learn something from it. After that, number 2, keep focus on more solutions. Focus more on the solution than the problem. So when you answer this type of question, try to spend less time describing about what went wrong. Maybe it's in the beginning of your statement. And after that, try to spend more time explaining how you took action to solve it. So to prepare your answer, your STAR reflection method, try to write it down. It's okay. And after that, try to read it many times. Okay, feel it. Make sure that you give more time explaining how you took action to solve the problem, the mistake, and what you learned from the experience. Okay, after that, number 3, you have to show the maturity, responsibility, and growth. You have to show that you can take ownership of your mistakes, not blaming others, reflect on them, and use them as opportunities to grow professionally. This type of question is not about asking you personally, it's about professionally. And after that, number 4 will be try to keep your answer under 2 minutes. It's okay for you not to give attention too much about the duration. Try to make realistic, natural answer. It's true that concise response is good because it shows clarity and confidence. But here it's not about the duration. This is about avoiding going into unnecessary details that might distract interviewers from the key message that you want them to know. Last but not least is about practicing out loud to improve delivery and tone. Rehearse aloud. When you rehearse your answer, you make an improvement in communication skills. It helps you stay calm, avoid filler words just like something like that, and you sound natural, not robotic during the actual interview. Whether the interviewer is smiling, the interviewer ignore your face, or maybe in an online here they close the camera. It doesn't really matter. Try to rehearse it loud. Try to practice it many times with yourself. Try to find someone and do the role play thing in front of the mirror. Try to record your voice, your videos, and ask someone, your friends, your senior, your boss, your mentor, your tutor, so to evaluate whether your performance is good enough to face actual interview in the future. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming to my video. I hope this video was useful for you. And if you have some questions or would like to discuss more about this topic, feel free to leave comments below or try to reach me out through my social media and email I display here. Okay, I look forward to meeting you in the next video. So thank you very much once again and see you.